Okay,
Okay.
but yes.
Okay, guys.
Sorry,
we're
I was
gonna
also
talk
texting
about
at the same time.
Captain America and if he's a true superhero versus Iron Man, and if he's a true superhero, and just the Avengers in general, and who's heroes and who are not.
And I consider Captain America not being one. Yes, everything came from a bottle. Banner did. That's basically all he is. That's literally all he is, just steroids. He's like, yeah, basically you put it the correct way, steroids on steroids.
Yeah, it's like, that's all Captain America is steroids on steroids. And like, without
really life or anything.
Okay, yeah. So people are like, "Oh, Captain America, he's the best Avenger. He'll do anything for his team." No, he won't. He won't do anything for his team. He won't die for his team.
He's never died for his team. Not yet.
Yeah, no. He has not been willing to sacrifice his own life for the better of the team. Yeah, people will argue that there's the scene in the first Captain America where he nosedives the aircraft into the ground. Here you go.
Okay, that was just unnecessary. It's unnecessary to take the Olympics into no diving a plane into the ice. You could have just landed it. This isn't the Titanic. You don't need to do it.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to nosedive straight down, because he says something about, oh, he's risking millions of lives if he keeps going. No, you weren't. Just land the thing. If you're able to crash straight down, you're able to just land that thing.
Okay, first off, wasn't it headed towards New York?
Yeah, it was heading towards New York from like Greenland and all that area. There's someone in here. Was that you?
He's over here. He's by the door. That's other door. That's it.
Oh shoot! Run in! Run! Is this shotgun all you have?
All I have ammo for.
Oh, I could have given you a pistol and whatever else.
I had a purple pistol and assault rifle, but I ran out. I didn't have ammo for anything. But like we were saying, yes, he does not. Yeah, he nosedived into it for no reason. And they were originally going to New York. In the movie, he was like, "I don't have time. I gotta land it now." Bruh, he was in Antarctica.
He wasn't in Antarctica. I think he was in the like towards Greenland and all that.
No one really lives in Greenland now.
Oh, because it's ice. But like
Exactly.
he was talking about how he's risking millions of lives if he kept going. Just you're over a bunch of ice. First of all, you nosedive anyways. You're risking more lives through nuclear explosion.
Radiation.
Radiation.
It will knock the world's out of its axle out of place. But
I wouldn't really call that a true sacrifice. He could have easily landed that plane. And then there's
yeah, take what was that movie? Flight? Is that what his name the movie was?
Denzel Washington.
To where he landed in the when he landed into the water like perfectly or whatever.
While drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if he can do that while he's drunk, why can't a superhuman do it with a stealth bomber? Like, it's even flatter. It should just kind of skip across.
Okay, and then there's the scene in Infinity War where he talks about how he doesn't want to sacrifice lives and all that for the better, but then he goes to Wakanda and refuses to give up Vision and kills hundreds of thousands. In the end, he kills 3.5 billion people, but he kills hundreds of Wakandans, the people of Wakanda.
Shit, I don't know.
He gets thousands of them killed, or hundreds of thousands of them killed, because he refused to give up Vision.
And if you think about it, Stark has saved the world more than anything, but he's also caused the reason why they have to save the world. But he still risks his life to save it.
Yeah, everyone talks about how Stark is a super like self-centered billionaire who doesn't
Basically,
care
a douchebag that, yeah.
who doesn't care about anything but himself. Which, okay, if that was true, name one movie he's in where he doesn't sacrifice himself for the better.
For someone.
Yeah, for someone. Like, Avengers 1, he was willing to die for his team. Avengers 2, willing to die for his team. He was willing to die in Captain America Civil War. He took a blade through the stomach in Infinity War. You can't tell me he's not willing to die for anyone.
And the biggest thing is, like, not only the main movies, like the bigger movies, like the Avengers and everything, he would die for. I think the start.
Himself for Pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times for her. Good lord, if I'm sorry, if I'm gonna die that many times for a girl, like, I think it's time for you to, like, get away from me.
Instead, he marries her, and she's preggo. But that's for another video of why we think she's pregnant. Okay, the next superhero.
The Hulk.
Okay.
He I don't know. Yes, he was created by just some random stuff as well, but he also was smart enough to create it himself. Unlike Captain America, didn't even make his powers. Took it for granted.
Sure. Hey, go watch the first Captain America movie. He is skin and bone until he takes on some drugs.
Man, and like you said, that's steroids on steroids. Ain't nothing gonna get a kid that scrawny, that built. No matter how hard you try.
But for me, Banner and the Hawk I would consider anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Because yes, they help. They help. They help when they want to. Or at least,
yeah, they help
I
when
would
they...
consider the Hulk an anti-hero. I would consider Banner a hero, a superhero.
Yeah,
because the Hulk just kind of does whatever he wants, no matter what. Similar to Deadpool. He just take Thor Ragnarok for a second. He just doesn't care. He just wants fame because too many people were
dissing on him,
Yeah.
being mean to him.
So he was just like,
Saying
you
he's
know
just
what?
a monster.
These people are cheering me on. This is what I want, and does whatever the heck he wants.
But like, yeah, I agree with you. I think Bruce Banner is the hero because even not being the Hulk, which movie was it?
Infinity War, he's not the Hulk.
It was Infinity War. He's not the Hulk. He was still risking his life to go out there in some giant ass metal suit to risk his life, even though he knows he could possibly die.
People southeast.
He's still gonna go. Okay. There's probably still people here. There's a lot of forts and stuff.
I think they're fighting in southeast. I think that's where they're at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he was willing to die in human form, which y'all don't know very much about the Hulk. The Hulk's skin is pretty much impenetrable when in Hulk form. And like, most of the time,
yep.
at least in comic book wise, the Hulk will protect Bruce no matter what. Like, if the Hulk
If he
is
senses
awake,
danger, he's gonna change.
yeah, if the Hulk is awake and senses the danger, it will change. Like, in the comic books, can't remember the name of it, but pretty sure. Bruce tries committing suicide because of how things were going with the Hulk and all that. And like,
well, he even admitted that in the one of the, it was the first Avengers, I think.
or maybe it was the movies and not the comics.
No,
like,
it's in the comics as well, but like he admits he was getting so low that he put a bullet in his mouth and the Hulk spit it out.
yeah. Like, the Hulk is pretty much indestructible when in Hulk form. Doesn't mean he can't lose a fight, obviously seen when he gets his butt absolutely handed to him. But, he's pretty much indestructible.
See, the Hulk is like a kid. He's a sore loser. Look, he lost the fight and then he didn't want to come back out and fight again. But, you okay? Stop moving.
1 sec.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. But, like, the Hulk,
Why do you have damage taken away from you?
I jumped and missed.
Oh.
But to me, the Hulk, I agree with you, is not really a hero. Because, yes, he got his butt.
Northwest, in the port.
Okay. He got his butt whooped. Just leave him for now. Leave him unless they...
His partner landed on top of me.
But,
His partner came over.
you ever just help me out? I'll pause on our story real quick.
Alright.
But actually now we can continue. Yeah, 17. But yeah, he got scared to fight after he lost his battle. He didn't know how to take a loss because he's never lost a fight.
He's never lost.
That he knows of.
He's never lost a fair fight. He lost to Thor in Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's actually lost to Thor a couple times. He lost to Thor in the first Avengers as well.
But nowhere near as bad as that fight. Thanos, it lasted like 30 seconds.
Well, that's because Thor realized. Oh yeah, but yeah, he didn't know what to do because he's never fought someone that strong that could actually beat him. But if you think about it, the Hulk gets stronger. Like if he had a couple punches thrown at him from Thanos, he might have been able to beat Thanos. Because he's able to get stronger and stronger depending on how he has to fight someone. But Bruce didn't care. If he had to go out there getting ready to die in a metal suit, he's going out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hawkeye's Hawkeye.
Okay, Hawkeye. When was the last time Hawkeye was seen in a movie?
Civil War. They got locked up.
Right, and then he went away.
He went away with his family. He's in house arrest with his family. He's supposed to be in the next Infinity War.
Supposed to be. He was supposed to be in the first one too. We saw how that came about. He doesn't have any superpowers.
Yeah, he's
a natural.
But he will still put his
person.
life on the line.
When told
he
to.
Has still put his life.
When told to by Captain America.
That was trash shooting.
Think about it. He was on Captain America's side during Civil War. For people that haven't seen Civil War, you're a couple of years behind on this discussion. But
yeah, spoiler alerts on whoever hasn't seen that yet.
Who hasn't seen any of these movies we've been discussing? But
oh shit! Oops.
To me, he's not a hero. Yes, he's really.
No.
He's willing.
He's
to
more of an
risk his
agent.
Life. Yeah, he's a paid agent. He will risk his life if absolutely necessary. He will risk his but most of the time he's that last person. That yeah, you all got this, people.
Yeah, he's more of a sniper that's just kind of there if you need help, but not really. I feel like Black Widow, she'd put her life on the line. She has multiple times.
Okay.
I mean, good lord, she went after Thanos with nothing but her fighting.
That's what my favorite fight scene in that movie was about. The fact that two normal mortals, were kicking some butt. It was her and the lead guard from the Honda. Okay. I don't know her name. But
I know who you're talking about. But yeah, they were kicking his ass and it was freaking hilarious. I loved it.
And it's not like they had any true weapons.
Yeah, they didn't really have much.
She had her bare knuckles.
Yeah, she just kicking his butt was just straight out just fighting. But she will risk her life without someone telling her to.
Well, that's what she was trained to do. She was trained as a spy agent to kick some butt and kill people.
Yeah.
Kick some butt
So
and kill
was. I mean, that's what. Hawkeye was trained to do. Not as well, but.
Hawkeye was trained to shoot his bow. Shoot this bow at that person like 30, 100 meters away.
I need help.
I'm right here. Behind me, into the well,
Everywhere. But,
we had 2 of them down. Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot we're in squads. I went to squads for a second to see how we would do. That explains why there was more. Let's see, what was another one?
Another 0? Or
Yeah,
possible
another
discussion?
I can't.
Shit,
Spider-Man puts his life on the line more than Captain America does. He's a kid. He's in high school.
Spider-Man does whatever Iron Man tells him to do, except for get off that spaceship.
True. But I mean, if you really think about it, there's more people. But like, I don't know, Spider-Man, he still put his life on the line, but he didn't have another choice. I mean, I guess he could have hid, like Stark probably wanted him to.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Doctor Strange.
I don't know. His type of power, he can just basically disappear if he wants to.
See, I don't even think he uses his true power. I think, for the most part, if
He holds back.
Yeah, if you watch Infinity War, he doesn't use his true powers. He uses stupid spells from, like, the Time Stone and whatever.
He uses spells when he became whatever he is. Like when he originally started, he was using those type of spells, so very weak ones, because he knew that's the only way they could have won. They weren't gonna win if that dude didn't make it, but they weren't gonna win if with just a normal.
I got him. He was just... I think he has grenades or something. Oh no, he has slurp. Oh, they came about me. I have a slurp. Yeah, like... I'm not really sure what to say about Doctor Strange.
See, I'm not sure because even in the actual his movie, he didn't use his full potential yet because he didn't know his full potential yet.
Yeah, and we're basing their full potential on their powers in the comics and what they're actually capable of. And like,
yeah, and like he's capable of like some crazy stuff. They haven't had him do that yet.
and they haven't really had him learn like the process of him becoming him. Like, who he is in the comics. So like, for people that haven't seen the Doctor Strange spoiler alert coming. Yeah, I know, my fault. His ending, the majority of his powers that he uses in movies, in the 2 movies, is from the Time Stone.
Yeah.
He doesn't really use his powers, he uses the Time Stone's powers. And that's how he won.
That's the only thing he could use. He couldn't really use anything else. If he used his real powers, I feel like he could beat Thanos by himself if he really wanted to.
He could have done the same thing he did to the bad guy in Doctor Strange. They're in that building east.
Famumu, or yeah, Fadamumu, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, whatever. Because if you think about it, they're trying to sneak up on your left too, so watch out.
Knocked one. Got him.
Okay.
But
because like Thanos would have given up sooner or later if you just keep reversing time to the point you're killing him over and over again. And technically,
you just get pissed off. I'd get pissed off at that.
Okay.
I'd be like, screw this, I'm done.
Did Doctor Strange go into get turned into dust?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
if
I have
they
it on
did,
play, so I'll probably watch it again or something. But
if they did, that would have been an issue for Marvel that so many fans would have had. Because his spell was, he never broke his spell.
yeah.
How many bandages are you carrying?
5.
Not that. Those. No, that. I want my balloons.
But
for anyone that doesn't know, he put a spell on using the time stone. He used a spell
before Thanos got it.
Yeah, he used a spell, making it to where he can only where if he dies, time reverses to the point he was still alive, over and over and over and over. So it would be impossible technically to kill Doctor Strange. So if he had turned into dust, or what's the official term they were using?
They were transferred to the Soul Stone.
Well, that's conspiracy, but yeah. But what's the word that Marvel's using?
What do you mean? Like, wow, they were vaporized basically,
like,
but
yeah, but the name of them, like whatever happened to them, they had a specific name people were calling it, but
I can't think of it right now.
Whatever. They were turned into dust and all that. So if he was to turn into dust, time would keep going backwards until Thanos didn't snap. And for that to happen, they would win. But he also said there was only one future where they won.
Yeah, but well, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't disappear. He was... No, he did disappear.
He did?
Because... I'm pretty sure, because I think Stark was the only one that was he said it's the...
And Stark. Yeah, I could have swore it was him and Stark that was left, because they were separated.
They might have been. I just couldn't think if he was saying this is the only way when he was disappearing.
I don't know.
I'm about to look this up. 1 second.
Yeah. Wait, get into the storm first, or get into the circle first. Yeah, we gotta keep going.
I'll run. I'll slowly do it. Loki, Heimdall, Gamora, Vision, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
So Doctor Strange.
The Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Oh.
What was? Who hints he may be able to return. As he dies, he tells Iron Man that giving up the time stones to Thanos is in exchange for Iron Man's life was the only way. So right there, already saying Doctor Strange basically just said if Iron Man dies, then they would have lost. He wouldn't have given it up for Iron Man's life if he knew there was another way.
Yeah, but going with the fact that he
Yeah, he whispered something into it before he gave it over to Thanos.
So what a lot of people think is he went into the future, grabbed the future time stone, and gave it to Thanos, and that's why Thanos was only able to use it once. Well, technically, yeah, once.
True. True.
Because if y'all have seen it, the gauntlet breaks. The time stone cracks and the gauntlet breaks.
Yeah. Other people are Winter Soldier, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. All of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Nick Fury. Other people.
Yeah, okay,
The Ant-Man dude and all that's apparently supposed to be in there as well.
but that's from the new Ant-Man movie. That's not from... You don't see that in Infinity War. You just see that
it's
in the new Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But yeah, both of them came into it. Spoiler alert again. But
what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Doctor Strange and going into the Time Stone, or into the Soul Stone, which is bull.
people east, but yeah. And he's not gonna go. I think that he put a spell on it, like, so if he actually dies. Freaking love the heavy. So if he actually dies, it'll come back. I think that's the spell he put on it.
No. See, I think he took away that spell. Okay, well, see, I think he took away that spell.
You think he took it away?
Yeah, I think that was the only way for them to win. He took away the spell that kept reversing time. Because Thanos at that time had all of them but 2 stones. He didn't have the one from Vision's head and he didn't have the time stone. So I think that, but he had the reality stone already, didn't he?
I believe so.
So yeah, he could have easily just, kept changing reality until he got the time stone. So either way, he would have had to give up the time stone sooner or later if Thanos had the full potential of doing so. But Doctor Strange gives the time stone up. But I think he got rid of the spell that says that he at that time will keep reversing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, whoa, that almost hit me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think. I hate that they're delaying the movie because the Guardians of the Galaxy are supposed to be in it, and because Disney's being an asshole and won't bring him back. Everything's going to be delayed.
Okay, so after Doctor Strange, we have,
We never gave our answer though. Is he a hero or no? I think he is. I think he could be. But he doesn't have to put his life on the line because he can restart when he dies.
Yeah, but he still put his life on the line to get there in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is a hero. I would classify him as a hero. As much as how much of a hero,
I'd say he's a very light hero.
Yeah. Okay, next. We're gonna switch away from those people. And we're gonna go to... Is the Wolverine a hero?
Yeah, I mean, he's put his life on the line more than a lot of people.
True. Yeah, I would consider him a hero. I would consider him dying as a hero too. Even though, like, he's seen as, like, this person who has anger issues. Doesn't really like kids very much.
He's a hated hero.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's a hero, but, like, no one really likes him.
Except for the X-Men. Even then, half of okay, we forgot a couple people from the Avengers and all that stuff. Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I consider her as one.
Would you originally consider her, since she wasn't originally a hero?
Originally,
Quicksilver
no.
were not originally heroes. They were villain / anti-heroes.
But once, I don't know. Like, yes, they put their life on the line. They started off as a crook, villain, or whatever you want to call them. But they had a reason, sorta, behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And they did turn good, but the only reason she got stronger was because her brother died.
Sure.
Like, she doesn't really know her full potential.
Oh no, like, technically, based on comics and stuff, she is the second strongest character in Marvel Comics.
Yeah, the first one is the, what's her name off of X-Men?
Jean Grey, who,
Yeah.
if you none of y'all know, there may already be out, the Dark Phoenix movie. The Dark Phoenix movie is either out or coming out at some point. Is about the story of Jean Grey, pretty much. And in the comics, she kills herself in the Dark Phoenix section of the comics. She kills herself for the better of the people. She sacrifices herself and all that. A lot of people think that Deadpool 2 is timed after Dead Phoenix or whatever the movie was called, because you don't see Jean Grey in the movie, in the cameo that all the X-Men people made.
Or in the room.
Yeah, but you don't see Jean Grey in that, so a lot of people think that after Dead Phoenix, sacrifice like in the comics. But
yeah.
Back to Scarlet Witch. Yeah, she has not unlocked her full potential. I
will say she is not
You're gonna change your answer to she's not a hero?
Yeah, I'll agree and say she's not one.
Okay, if you think about it, she lets love get in her way. She could have easily had already killed Vision, made him kill him a lot sooner in the movie. And everything would have been just fine. Thanos, there was no way of Thanos getting that specific stone from him.
Because Vision was even telling her to, like, he was like, he understood what she had to do, and like, that they loved each other and everything, but he knew he had to risk his life to die so they could live.
Yeah, right.
And she was afraid to do it.
And when she does do it,
so like,
time gets reversed.
Yeah, it was too late at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So like, now talking about it more, like, I do agree with you that she did wait. She doesn't have... She lets her feelings take over and be a hero no matter who you love or the consequences behind whatever happens. You have to think what's gonna happen then instead of your own feelings.
Yeah, like...
Because if you really think of...
Take Iron Man for an example. He was in the middle of a loving conversation with Pepper and he's like, oh, sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we both agree she's not a hero.
Yeah.
One sec.
I mean, her brother wasn't in it long enough to really do anything, so I'm not going to count him.
No, he still died on the transfer of becoming part of the good side. So let's switch it over to Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Who do you think is a hero in part of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Out of all of them?
Heroes? Or for all of them heroes? We can discuss them individually, or we can just put them together.
Let's pick one out of all of them that we say would risk their life to get them. I think...
Depends. Are they with each other?
What do you mean, are they with each other?
Are they with each other, or are
Like-
they separate, fighting completely separate without any interaction with each other?
Together, I guess.
Okay,
I don't know, because that's hard, because if you think about it, Will
Will
his life.
will risk his life for Gamora if they're together.
Yeah.
He will risk his life no matter what if they're not together. And without him knowing Gamora, he would risk his life for anybody and would with Gamora, he's only willing to risk his life to save Gamora. And if he dies, he's gonna do stupid stuff. Yeah.
So I'd say about
By themselves.
by themselves, it's a mix between Quill.
Which group though? We're talking about your favorite group, fake group, or teenage group? Big group?
Big Groot risked his life in the first Guardians of the Galaxy to save all of them. And I think he would do it if he was by himself. Or just, I don't know. It's hard to tell for him because he doesn't have a backstory.
Well, Raccoon gives him a small backstory of how they met.
Yeah, I think that's funny. Didn't you say like they protected each other during this?
Yeah.
Like even then,
People.
Over top of you.
I know.
Got so quiet.
I know.
Alright, he's down.
Dang it.
Oh, that was a whole
Okay.
nother team.
Yeah.
But okay,
We were talking
I
about
think Groot, for that small backstory, and for even in the movies, him giving his life multiple times through every movie, from the first Guardians of the Galaxy to the second one. Well, he was a baby in the second one. He didn't do much. he kicked a monster. That's about it, like a little rat. But he still ran through with a bomb.
Yeah.
But the Infinity War, he wasn't really risking his life, but it probably hurt him using his arm and stuff to make Thor's axe. I say Groot caringly would risk his life for anyone. Will risk his life, but he risked his life for money at the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
He didn't do it because he loved anybody. His mom was gone, so like he had no one there. So he was raised to steal stuff. So that's he had no fear.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he cared about someone or whatnot. He did it because it was fun.
Yeah.
He got money if he saved them and whatnot. So I say out of everyone in Guardians, it would have been Groot. That would be the most hero out of all of them.
Alright. Oh yeah, I would either say, I would probably say Groot overall. Who would be willing to give up the most would be Groot. Alright, so next from Ant-Man.
See, there's a tricky question is, he gave up his life, but he gave up his life to save his daughter. It wasn't really to save everyone. He shrank himself so small so he could save his daughter. But if you really think about it, any parent would do it.
He kicked me off of the ceiling. I'm dead, by the way. Are you still in squads?
No.
Here comes. See, like he's the cliche of bad turned good.
Yeah.
Because he was a robber. He was a robber that was so good that a rich person wanted him to become Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But
like, he was originally a bad person, but he was gonna be good for his daughter. The only reason he robbed was because his wife, and they wouldn't let him back into her life.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get a job. And they weren't gonna let him see him until he had his own house and he could make a living. So he didn't have to go back to robbing, but he thought there was no other choice.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened to work out the best for him. The only problem is, the only time he risked his life was at that one moment. But it was for his daughter. It wasn't for anyone else.
Yeah, I wouldn't really consider him a hero. I would consider him an agenda-based person.
Yeah.
And his agenda is his daughter. Like,
which is like, that's perfectly fine, but like, if you're gonna base a hero off of that, like every single parent's a hero. Or not every single parent, but about 80%, 90, I'd say almost 98% of parents in the world would kill themselves for their kid if they knew it was going to save them.
yeah.
So I don't really consider him a hero. I haven't seen all the way through the second Ant-Man yet.
I haven't seen any of the second Ant-Man yet, so I'm not going to discuss any of that.
Yeah, I saw some of it, so I wasn't 100%. I fell asleep during it, so if that explains anything. But, I don't know, I personally don't consider him a hero just because he did what any parent would do. And that's the only thing he's done so far.
Yeah. I'm gonna reiterate this on the video. These are DC characters we're talking about. We're not discussing all Marvel characters, not DC, my bad. That was leading myself into my next thing. These are all Marvel characters. We're not discussing DC characters in this one. We can always make another stream and video about whether or not we think certain DC characters or whether or not. So, back at it with, we'll go with the Fantastic Four. The original Fantastic Four that we saw growing up. Not the one with,
Man,
Michael B. Jordan.
That's
Or Michael B.
back in the day.
That's a good old day.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in years either. But I don't know. Like, they all kind of risked their lives for something, but it wasn't anything like crazy. Let's see. I'm trying to think back on all the movies. I know they had Silver Surfer. That was one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did have to risk their life for that one.
Did they, though?
Well, one of them did. Who? Well,
Because, if you think about it, would Silver Surfer had become hostile if it wasn't for them?
oh, you're right. Now thinking back on it. Storm's closing, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get out. Let's go towards, Pleasant.
I don't know. I really never considered them a hero. Considered it a good movie. People 250.
Alright.
Right there.
Right there.
But, I never really considered him a hero, just because they really never did anything. Like, he created what they are with science.
See,
If
I
he
would,
didn't do that, they really wouldn't be anything.
I would take him as, I can't even think of their names right now. I know Human Torch, The Thing. And those are the only two I can think of right now.
Invisible Girl. No. He was like
Mr. Elastic or something like that.
yeah, Mr. Elastic, and I can't remember.
I don't know. I would consider Mr. Elastic a superhero. Human Torch was, he was,
Human Torch was Human Torch. He'd be like one of us, just having a superpower. He was a wise ass that had a superpower.
yeah, he was, cocky and selfish and just was looking out for himself.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's what Captain America wants to say Iron Man is.
Yes. What's your AR?
Heavy. And a blue burst until I found a shotgun.
I have a scar
But,
on heavy. We were talking about Captain America and all that stuff.
I don't want that shotgun. But I would, I'll agree with you on considering Mr. Whatever, Elastic dude. See, every time I say Elastic, I want to say Elastic. Like,
I know.
But I don't. The thing, he really wouldn't. I don't think he'd really put his life on the line for anything. Same for Human Torch, and she can just turn invisible. So who knows with her? I mean, they all never, other than Mr. Elastic, he didn't. No one else really did anything to show that they would put their life on the line for others. But I'm not gonna put my 100% word on that because I haven't seen the movie in forever. But last I remember, they didn't.
Wait, no, repeat that, my bad.
I agree with you on him being lame, but I don't think anyone else would be considered a hero. They never really put their life on the line.
Yeah,
So, let's see, who's some other... Yeah, we got Spider-Man, Deadpool.
no, not a hero.
No.
He's
He
an
even says he's not a
anti-hero.
hero.
He has his own agenda for himself. He doesn't, yeah, he does good sometimes, but only if it benefits him.
Yeah.
And he'll do bad sometimes if it benefits him.
But he still puts his life on the line for others.
What life? He can't
He was
die.
gonna die for that. He was gonna die for that kid on
Yes.
Deadpool 2.
Yes, only because he thought it would take him to his wife. He was trying to better his agenda. He was doing it for himself. He didn't care about that kid.
Yeah, you're
As much as he
Very
tried
true.
showing that he cared about that kid, he didn't care about that kid. He wanted to be with his...
He cared about getting back to his life,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, he's not a hero. He's an anti-hero. He does things for himself. He doesn't care about others' feelings or anything. He just wants himself in the best situation possible. But he's also the most realistic. Not like his actual powers or anything. But as a person, he is probably the most connectable. But like next on the list, okay, are we just basing it on like people that are actually heroes, or are we going to base it on like all Marvel characters that show up in movies and stuff? Because technically, Ghost Rider is a Marvel movie / whatever you want to call it.
I wouldn't, even then, I would not consider him, a hero, really. Like, he is, he's not.
See, I completely.
One person we never.
A hero.
One person we've never talked about yet. We've put his name in there, but we never talked about Thor.
Oh yeah, we didn't. We never talked about Thor. He risked his life for his entire people over and over again.
He is definitely a hero, but he was a hero late though. He's a late hero because he did care only about himself at the beginning and just being Lord of Thunder, or the God of Thunder. Because he had to earn that in the first movie.
Yeah.
But after that, he has risked his life so many times, not for the girl he loved, but for Earth itself.
Broke up with him.
Yeah. But he's risked his life multiple times for a bunch of different occasions.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the biggest heroes.
Stop.
Don't even go that way, just walk this way. You just said another one there.
Yes.
But
Someone's landing on our roof.
They landed next to us.
But yeah, Thor.
I for sure consider him a hero.
Yeah, definitely. Over and over again, he's a hero. Was that you that shot?
Yeah, the dude was just standing there. I had to shoot him.
Did you hit him?
And then he just hit us. He just used a slurp, so that absolutely did nothing. Yes, he is for sure a hero.
We need to sneak out the back and go around already.
I don't know if you've ever watched Luke Cage.
No, I have not.
They're there, by the way. So watch behind us.
Yeah, but you can discuss that. I have
Well,
not.
I've never really seen all of it yet, so I'm not 100% sure. Just now started watching that.
The next thing I was gonna say is Vision, since we also mentioned him but never discussed it. By the way, someone died in my track.
Early, I have to just accept that they hate me using pumps. But let's see. I was just going through
on Google.
Yeah, on or Marvel Heroes list. What about Jean Grey? Would you consider her one?
I'm gonna be 100% serious. It's been a while since I've seen the X-Men movie. It's been a good minute. Based on the comics, I would consider her a hero. She sacrifices her life for the better of good.
But in the movie, she kind of was back, like, she risked her life a couple times, but when she started going, like, it wasn't her, so, like, something took her over or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's been a while for me as well. Ah, here we go. Nick Fury.
Does he ever do anything besides recruit superheroes?
He was fighting in the first Avengers and got shot by
well, okay.
people.
Do we ever learn
And
what
he was
happened to his eye?
No, I think we're supposed to in Captain Marvel. I think we learned in Captain Marvel, or that was a rumor that I heard or something.
Well, I know in the trailer for Captain Marvel, he doesn't have a eye patch.
Exactly, that's what I think we'll learn from there. But think about it. He was going to let, in the Avengers 2? No, it's the first one. No, no, it's the first one. He was going to let the place collapse on him.
Yeah,
I remember that. He was just stalling or whatever.
Yeah. As much as a hero, yeah, he probably is. He's probably the starting of superheroes. He's obviously the recruiter of Avengers and stuff. So in that sense, he's probably the best superhero there is. But as much as if I would consider him a hero, besides the first Avengers, I understand he's supposed to be like this older person,
Yeah.
Besides the first Avengers, he doesn't show much of action.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out for during Captain Marvel.
Okay, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier.
We going by the comics or are we going by the movies? Movies, I'd say no.
And comics, you would say yes?
Well, in the comics, he takes over Captain America's place.
That doesn't necessarily make him a hero. We didn't consider Captain America a hero.
True, but I haven't read too much of the I read the comics, but it's been a long time since I've read the comics. So I didn't last very long. I didn't have very good weapons. But
try me.
right there. Right at that corner. What?
How?
What?
How?
I don't know. But no, I would not consider him a hero. He doesn't risk his life for anything. He does what he wants to do. He's an unstable person. Now, the original Bucky, from before he is what he is now, maybe. But I would not consider him one now.
One more, and then I'm gonna let go.
War Machine.
I say he's borderline.
He's just like right there. Like because he is kind of like an agent, he kind of is told to help.
He's like the sidekick to Iron Man.
Iron Man, for real. Okay, let's go through all of the Guardians. Let's go back. We've already agreed Groot is one. What do you think of Star-Lord? Yeah, well, I don't just... like, we've kind of already talked about him.
Yeah, once again, I would say he's probably borderline too. But I know we discussed how he probably is a superhero. Truthfully, I think I would consider him a borderline.
He's had his moments, like, but he's also done it for certain people, because, like, remember he grabbed the stone.
Yeah, in the first
Guardian. And he knew it probably was going to kill him.
The only reason he doesn't is because he's part celestial. Oh, are you kidding me?
What about Rocket?
No.
I already knew my answer, that's why I said it.
No discussion. No. The answer is no. He's not a hero.
And he never will be. He's there for the money. He's just like a
He's a raccoon. That's all I need to say is he's a raccoon.
He's not just a raccoon.
My bad. Trash panda.
But I mean, I would never consider him just because of the way he acts. He doesn't care about anyone else. He cares about himself.
That's not true. He cares about one thing.
Groot. And himself.
Yeah.
Filmora.
No. Well, I don't think I would consider her a superhero. First Guardians of the Galaxy, she's technically a bad person.
She doesn't really want to die for anyone. Like, it's the same thing now back with Quill and Gamora. Like, they'll die for each other, but that's about it.
See, no, I still don't think she would die for him. I don't think she would.
You don't think she would? Oh, she told she was gonna die for not him, but
she was gonna die for the stone. No, I need that back. No. No.
But you don't even think? I feel like she might. Deep down, I think she would die for Quill.
No, I don't think she would die for him.
Saying their love is fake.
I'm saying it's a lot more one-sided than the movie wants to show.
That's very true. And the best for last, Drax. That's all you can say is just Drax.
I'm gonna go with no.
But it's Drax. But I agree with you.
He only wanted one thing, to avenge his family. That's all.
Yeah. So only thing he ever wanted. He didn't care about anyone else.
By the way,
cared
I'm fighting
about
people.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
He did. He only cared. Even like now, he still only cares because he's still part of the reason his family's dead.
Yeah. Okay, these people were loaded, but they had no health whatsoever. The first dude I killed, or the first dude I knocked, I did one headshot and he was down. The second dude I knocked had 30 health. Wait, don't drink, obviously, don't drink that, drink that.
But
like, he only ever wanted to protect his family. Or to avenge his family.
Yeah, and that's all he's ever wanted. He's never wanted anything more than that.
Mm-mm.
That's really all I can... I mean, technically, You're right. The Ghost Rider was one of them, but I don't know. I would not consider him one just because he's basically the devil. Like, how are you gonna be a hero if you got your
I was gonna
powers
say,
from
like,
the devil?
technically he did a deal with the devil to get his powers. Hey, we can always go back to the original Marvel movie. The very first Marvel movie ever made.
That was shit, what was that called?
Quack quack. Howard the Duck.
Really?
Yep, that was the first Marvel movie ever made, was Howard the Duck.
What was his powers? Oh
Super villain or whatever, he was just a duck. A talking duck. As far as I know. I haven't seen the movie. I just thought that's the first Marvel movie.
But like, just thinking through all of this, we had what, 3 people that we considered true heroes, or had the potential to be true heroes. We had Iron Man, Groot, and who's our other person? Doctor Strange, possibly.
We had a few that we would consider heroes.
Oh, I'm talking about like straight heroes, like we didn't even think about. We had Iron Man, that was one of them.
Well, you said it about Thor.
Oh, Thor, yeah. Iron Man,
Thor. You said it about
Groot.
Bruce Banner as a person, not the Hulk.
Alright, so out of all of those...
Did we discuss Vision?
We did not discuss Vision. But Vision really isn't a person, he's a thing. He's not... He was created.
But he has emotions now.
That's because... he's sorta half human, I guess, now?
No, he's
not really human, it's just...
They kinda just discuss it a tad bit. So his personality, he learns based on people's personalities. His personalities that were put into him were Iron Man, Captain America, there's one more that was put into him. Oh, Bruce. It was Bruce. So like, he's a combination of all of them put together. And the big question is, does the Captain America chivalry of not being a superhero cover up Stark's hero-ness, or however it's pronounced, whatever. Like, at what point do you consider him a hero versus not a hero based on his personality being a combination of 2 people we considered heroes and 1 person we considered not?
See, the only thing I don't understand is that Mew Mew, Thor's hammer, was only supposed to be lifted by somebody that would put
was worthy.
Shit, that was worthy. But worthy of what? What was the worthiness for?
True something.
It's like a true hero, correct? sort
Yeah,
of like.
or something like that. And it flinched
He would.
at Captain
Yeah,
America.
it flinched at Captain America, but didn't budge for Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that like I don't like. I know they want to make Captain America like this, just this super hero and everything, but I personally don't Ooh. Don't know where I got shot from.
Northwest. Yeah, see, of all the people that tried lifting it, why Captain America? Like, he has so much great potential to be a great hero. And I don't know if Marvel does this on purpose, once again, it's been a while since I've read the comics. I, can't remember much of the comics. But whether or not they do it on purpose in the movies or not, but, like, how non-heroic Captain America really is. He's not willing.
If you think of the movies, he's not doing much. But like he talks like he does, but he really doesn't do like physically that much. But like
what's funny
in the
is he's not even the one that
comics,
talks the most. Even in Captain America: Civil War, his own movie, Iron Man has more speaking lines and a longer speaking time than Captain America does.
In Civil War.
In every single Avengers movie or every movie that they're both in together, Iron Man has more of a speaking role than Captain America does.
Yeah.
And Captain America discusses the fallacies of what it is to be a hero, and I disagree with him. To be a hero, you don't just have to have the right mindset. Like, everyone always discusses how Iron Man has the wrong mindset of being a hero. But in reality, he's willing to sacrifice everything for people.
Yeah. And like, and I've always liked Captain America, just like, if you want him to be a hero, and this is Marvel's fault or like Marvel Studios for doing this to him, the way they made him, he's not a hero.
No.
He's not a hero in the movies compared to the comics. But out of those 5 or 6 people, let's see, it was Groot, Iron Man, Thor, the original Bruce, like himself, and then who was the other person? Or was that it? Did we consider Doctor Strange?
Yeah, we consider Doctor Strange a hero.
And then Doctor Strange. Out of those 5, we'll knock it down to 3. Who do you consider out of those 5? The top 3 would be
Iron Man for sure. People east, by the way, or like 110 behind the big tree. Iron Man for sure. I probably would say Groot and
Thor.
Yeah, Groot and Thor. If not Thor, I would put Bruce.
Are you wanting to fight them, or you want to stay in the circle?
Circle.
But
What about you?
I'd say there's people up here. I'll say that there's people here. But I'd say Iron Man for sure. Woo! Let's go!
People coming from the west.
Oh no! Run away! Oh,
Okay.
I
No, it's
love this
disgusting.
heavy.
Yeah, I know.
This dude had like 10 shots ahead of me and I still killed him. But I would say Iron Man for sure and Groot for sure. And I would say Thor as well. Just because I don't know. It'd be a mix between Bruce and Thor. Because they both went through their kind of stages to where they really didn't want to save anyone. They didn't want it to save themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd probably go with Thor. And
Let's discuss it down to one.
it would be a mix. See, this is the tough one because Thor was going to give up his life for Loki, for everyone at the beginning of Infinity War. He was just going to let him die so that he couldn't have the stone.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to give up his life multiple times, but it's more for his family that he's given his life up for.
Yeah.
On most of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say with Iron Man, because it's the same with Groot. He would give his life up more for family that we've seen, more for family than he would for human life, anyone. While Iron Man has risked his life for literally anyone possible.
Yeah. So for me, like, Thor has too much of a fighting mentality. Like, he wants to solve everything through fighting, which, as a true superhero, you can't solve everything through fighting. Even
Yeah,
Stark
you're not
knows-
gonna win every fight.
Yeah, even Stark knows that.
That's saying
So,
something.
yeah, when Stark knows something, you know it's something. But I think the top superhero out of who we've discussed and everything would have to be Stark. No hands down. There's no argument. I feel like it would have to be Stark.
Yeah, he's just, and you had a good point there. Thor really does go for fighting. Like, that's his thing. If he
Well, he's
can't
a
fight
god
his
of
way out,
thunder, yeah.
it's just, yeah, he has to fight. That's all he knows. And Groot is Groot. He's a lovable little creature, but he's gonna protect his family more than anyone else.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That was our
Iron
discussion
Man,
over
we
that.
we
come up
consider-
with-
that hour and 20 minutes, we came up with the Iron Man being the hero. Check in next time for, who knows, we can do DC, we can do shows.
Yeah, true that.
Alright,
Alright, I need to get off.
peace.
Peace.